Good morning and welcome back to Tommy's Tesla Tech and Travel. Today's an important day. We're going to go see Santa. And what do you do when you see Santa? You wear mismatching shorts, a Hawaiian shirt, and sunglasses and take a monkey. Right, Charlie?
Yeah.
Let's go see Santa. I really love that kids are still at an age where they enjoy going to see Santa Claus and asking him for stuff. Charlie just told us he wanted to skateboard, and Henry wants Transformers and BotBots, which is different than the... And yes, and that as well. But before we do that, we're going to head and stop by Target because we're going to get some Christmas apparel for the boys to wear. Because I had some Christmas sweaters for them at the house, but I realized they're the same ones from last year. So, hey, might as well use any excuse to go and do a little more Christmas shopping. So, Christmas sweaters for the boys, then off to see Santa! Well, we're able to stop by Target and pick up a couple Christmas sweaters for the boys, and now it's time to have a traditional Christmas lunch, shawarma. Unless you're Henry, then traditional Christmas lunch is pretzel bites. Do you like pretzel bites?
Yeah.
And look at my handsome boys getting ready to go see Santa. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Time for Santa. They always break it down to a couple ways, walk-ups and appointments. We have an appointment. I'm just not sure if we can get in this early. About 20 minutes before, the longest line was actually for reservations. So let's see how long it actually takes to get up there. What are you gonna ask Santa for?
Skateboard.
What about you, Henry?
Transformer BotBot.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, we were technically next in line, but then Charlie had to go to the restroom. When we came back, we got some bad information from the person in line, so basically we had to start over in line again. So here's to half an hour waiting to another hopefully less than 25 or 30 minutes. Well, that was the whole ordeal. We'll talk about it more later, but it's done. And like I just said, that was quite the experience, but it's all done now. The kids got to talk to Santa, they got to ask what they wanted for Christmas, or got to tell him what they wanted for Christmas, and we already got our pictures done. And I think they turned out pretty well, and I already got the digital ones downloaded as well, like right here. But when I say it was an experience, it's because our appointment was at 12:45. And granted, I'm fully aware that they're servicing several groups of people in those same time periods. I found out from talking to the manager, it's 5 groups for every 15-minute increments. So they're trying to get through 5 groups in 15 minutes, essentially. So we got in line around 12:20. I figured by the time we're to the front of the line, the way it was moving, it'd be 12:45, our window to be there. So we waited in line, no problem. Charlie did tell me I had to go to the bathroom, but he's like, I can hold it. So he was holding it, he was gonna go once we were done. And there was now just 2 people in front of us, and the person running line comes up to me and says, hey, do you mind if the people behind you go first? They were scheduled at 12:15. Well, people that are late for appointments kind of always irritate me. And that's because if you have a scheduled time, respect their time and respect your own time. I was like, okay, well, do you mind if we step out of line so he can use the restroom and we can come right back and jump back in line? And she said, yes, that's fine. But the way she said it made me think like, oh, doesn't sound too fine. So we waited for a second and I said, okay, just wanted to confirm with you again. Sorry, I'll bleep that out. I didn't mean to say her name. I said, I just want to confirm with you again. We can step out of line and when we come back, we can jump back in. She went, yes, that's fine. I said, all right. So we went to the bathroom. We left at 12:41. Bear in mind, our time window was at 12:45. So I came back. The people that were directly in front of us were next to go up. And I said, all right, I just want to let you know we're back. Where's the person that was 12:15 so I can jump behind them? Because I'll respect it. And she goes, I talked to my manager, you have to go to the back of the line. And at this point, the line is now 3 times the length than we initially got in it. And I was like, no, that's not what you said. And we should be punished because you're running behind. It's the only time I got snippy. She goes, I'll just get my manager. She went and got the gentleman. He came over and talked to me. And basically, he put me back in line 7 spots back with other people that were also scheduled at 12:45. So he and I, we talked, and it was a discussion. We weren't arguing or fighting or anything. I said, you have to see my point of view. I asked twice and confirmed twice before we stepped out of line that we can return to our spot because we'd already been waiting for 20 minutes. And he said, well, 12:45 doesn't mean it's the time you're seeing Santa. That's your time slot to get in. I said, fully aware of that. But the point was, it was now almost 12:45. We had 2 people ahead. She asked if I can accommodate someone who was running late, or if they were running late, I wasn't sure. And she said yes, and I confirmed twice. And now we're having to wait another 20-ish minutes to get back to where we were in line. I get it. I just wanted to make sure we're on the same level. It's not what I was told. I double-checked before we got out of line. So we ended up waiting in line for a total of about 48 minutes, and we finally saw Santa about 1:05. And we were in and out at about 1:03. The pictures turned out great. The manager was, I understand where he's coming from, and I'm sure there's lots of angry parents out there, and I know I probably came off as one. But no, I just wanted, hey, this is what I was told. I was just following rules. So long story short is, it was an experience, but I tell you this experience to share this. It's not enough to ruin your day. Like, yes, now we're running a little behind, which I'm a stickler for time, but I got to have a cool moment with my kids. They got to see Santa and tell him what they wanted for Christmas. All in all, it turns out well. I just didn't like the communication back and forth. But it all turned out okay in the end, and that's what really matters. So with that being said, thanks for taking another ride with us. It's always fun to go see Santa. I can't wait to do it again next year, right guys? Yeah? Oh my gosh, Henry, you're gonna be 8 next year and Charlie, you'll be 5. You think you're still small enough to sit on Santa's lap? Charlie, Henry's like, eh. Well, it was a lot of fun. I can't wait to do it again next year. It's a little family tradition I want to keep going for as long as possible. Well, thanks for taking the ride with us. Let's take another ride again soon. Bye-bye, everybody. Charlie says bye-bye, everybody.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.